1 2 testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 testing. All right. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay. Okay. All right, can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? All right, Mr. Flo Murray. Yeah, that was a good trade, right? On the pound yen. All right, will US be stronger or weak in the upcoming news? I don't know. Let's have a look. Okay. All right, so today we do not have a ton of US news, right? This pound yen was awesome. It was really, really, really good. So I decided to close that pound yen at 1 hour because of this, right? This is the 4 hour chart, and we were our price was testing this previous lows. So I decided to close it at 1 hour, which was a great trade. Hi Tesh, how are you, mate? How are you? All right. So let's have a look at what's going on. Let's have a look at the US dollar because we do might have a US dollar short at the moment. Uh, I think we missed it. On the 5 minute chart, the US dollar is breaking today's lows. Let's quickly try to find a US dollar long, US dollar short, USD CAD. Nope. So how is everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Did you guys make money today? Yeah, maybe US dollar Mexican peso. No. Well, the US dollar Mexican peso might be the one that I would want to trade short the USD. No, because of yesterday's lows, right? But you know what? I'm looking at possible longs on the NASDAQ, right? So, um, you're still holding GBP Japanese yen? Well, more power to you, mate. Congratulations. I decided to close it because price was um, retesting this previous heavy, heavy support zone. So I don't know if sellers were going to be strong enough to break with that support zone. And I was already one up 1 hour, so I closed it. Right, so the NASDAQ looks very, 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 very good. So let's have a look at possible targets on the NASDAQ long 1 hour chart. This is the thing. This is the thing. All right, hold on. Let's go to the 4 hour chart. And let's have a look at this. This is May highs. They're just, I mean, May highs and the previous key level is just right there. Let's have a look at the hourly chart. Yeah, this is the thing about those possible NASDAQ longs. I mean, that level is just right there. And my entry would be at the break of the previous highs. And this setup yields a less than a 1 hour, I think. Yeah, it yields less than 1 hour. I could take it. I could definitely take it. All right, so I'm actually going to take it. This looks super strong. All right, so let's have a look at the NASDAQ. So this is the setup on NASDAQ that I was looking at on the hourly chart, 4 hour chart, I'm sorry. Mm, yeah, I could actually be looking higher at this previous key level. So that, oh boy, hope I don't miss it. That would yield a 2.8 R, 50-minute chart. All right, so the NASDAQ is super strong. Let's trade it. Um, Hold on. And NASDAQ. All right, so on the 50-minute chart, let me just verify my 13.4, all right, 13.460, 13.345. Uh-huh. 13.460, 13.345. All right, so that gives me, I'm gonna risk, I am going to risk 1% on this trade, 0.05. Pending order, buy stop at the 13,460, stop loss at the 13,345. Boom, place. All right, so I can't place that. Price is too close to my entry. 13,345. Um, oh, I know why. 13,460. That's the level. 13,460. 13, 345. Well, 13, 460. 13, 345. All right, placed. And my targets, well, I'm targeting a 1370.50, but of course that I'm gonna manage to trade as it goes 13 750. Cool. So that, my friends, gives me a almost a 3R this long on the NASDAQ. All right. Can you review WTI? I mean, yeah, sure I can, but I don't. I haven't traded oil for a while. EURUSD will got bro. I don't know what that means, mate. Just let me send this signal to my VIP team. Right, if you're not part of the VIP group, just for the first 30 US 100, um, NDX 100 actually. Just for the first 30 X 100, for the first 30 traders, there's a 30% discount. Just let me finish with this. Copy, paste, stop loss at this, paste, NTP. I'm just sending a signal to my VIP group. Just please hold on. Right, so 2.8 R. So I hope everybody made money on that pound yen short, pound yen short. All right, here we go. All right, so any questions about this possible buy on the NASDAQ? It's pretty solid setup. My buy stops are above these two highs. My stop loss is below this low, a little bit aggressive on the stop loss. Um, should be below today's lows, but I'm all right with that stop loss positioning. And I am targeting uh, this previous key level right here. This is the 5-hour chart. On the left of my chart, you can see this previous key pivotal level. This is the one that I'm targeting. Let's see what happens with this trade. Right, 50-minute chart. Boom. Okay, cool. So I'm about to get triggered on this one. Yeah, so the coupon for that 30% discount is August 30, I think. Yeah, August 30. Hi, TJ. I'm fine. I'm fine. So I got triggered long on the NASDAQ. Boom. Let's go. All right, so I just got triggered long on the NASDAQ. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, I'm looking at the 5-minute chart, and it looks very good. Looks extremely good, actually. So, yeah, because I am in this trade, let's have a look at some other markets. Today I was looking at possible shorts on gold. If you were a VAP, or if you are a VAP, I was looking at possible shorts here. This was my idea, my trade idea, right? A continuation and a break of this massive, massive demand zone, right? I didn't get triggered. I did not get triggered short gold, but I'm still looking shorts. I'm still looking for shorts in gold. And to be completely honest, I think that this could be the zone to do it. Let's have a look right here. Yeah, I'm not gonna take it though. I'm not gonna take this short in gold, but this looks extremely, extremely good. I mean, I'm not gonna take it because I missed it, right? I missed that entry. My entry would have been at the 1794.40 or so, with stop losses at the 1875. Yeah, so I completely missed it. Giovanni just restarted my challenge on my FX, my Forex fund, I think. Well, you know, I wish you all the best, mate. I wish you all the best. So this was a good entry short in gold. Sadly, I missed it. I mean, you're never going to catch every single trade, but yeah, I mean, the probability of success of this short on this level, at this level of supply is extremely high. NASDAQ breakout trade on the NASDAQ. Let's have a look. I mean, let's see if it rallies. Let's have a look at some other markets. Some other U.S. equities markets. Um, Both the S&P 500 and the Dow are rallying at the moment. My Forex found first month on profit, but not enough. And have you passed all the challenges? All right. So, a little bit of a drawdown on this NASDAQ long. I'm still holding it though. Still holding it. Right now, drawing down for about 22 pips or so, which is fine. So, where am I going to close this trade if it doesn't run in my direction? That's a good question. So, this is my entry. I got triggered in. And if you notice here, right now we're seeing a ton of sellers jumping in, and this is the zone where I will be closing half of my trade on a small loss if it gets to that zone, right? Because the thing is that I have been working a ton, mining the data on my historic trades, etc. And I figured out myself that by instead of managing aggressively my trades, just by closing half on a small loss on the long term, my profitability runs higher. All right, so what are you guys looking at? I mean, well, we already made money on the pound yen. Let's have a look at the pound yen. Yeah, I mean, the pound yen was a little bit sketchy. I had an entry here on the pound yen. Let me show you this actually. This was, my original entry, the original signal was here, a short here, right? I closed it around the 161.40, right, for 1 hour, but I had this short entry that yield 15R. This is something that we are working on. Hold on. This is something that we're working on. because we are always working on improving our trading, improving our sales, improving our services, right? But it's still in the works in the sense that I'm still, working these kinds of setups, and you know, it's still, it's still not there yet in the sense that um, I have not back tested it fully, but it looks very promising. So the Nasdaq right here hasn't gotten to my to the level that I would have close half. And you know what? This is actually at the this is actually a zone where I would in fact look for buys with a very tight stop loss. But let's wait and see what happens. I'm ready here on my empty four to close half. Should should this zone, this demand zone break? It still looks very promising. Equities long from yesterday's rally. So you have any questions, guys? I mean, what are you looking at? Someone asked me about WTI. Let's have a look at WTI. The last time that I traded oil was here. It was a long time ago. I shorted crude. Brent. I think it was here. This was my trade. I took profits here, and I just got stopped out on the last 10% of my trade. I break even, but I made money on that. Crude is super choppy. Just have a look at this. This is the hourly chart. No, this is the hourly chart. And the past one, two, three, four, five, and with these 6 sessions have been just so choppy. In my opinion, there's no edge here on taking a position in crude oil, uh, because the way that I trade, the way that I look at the market, the way that I look for setups or trades is by looking at first of all, trending markets and continuously breakouts, higher daily highs, higher daily lows. This is extremely choppy. There's no setup for me. Yeah, on the very short time frames. Let's look at the 10-minute chart. You could make money, but this is not the way that I trade. I'm not gonna touch crude oil for a while. For a while. So on the daily chart, what is the level that I'm looking at for shorts in crude? Because I'm looking for shorts. The Nasdaq is rallying from that zone. You know, uh, clearly, um, this kind of new trading that we are working on works. Just have a look at this. My entry, just looking at this zone right here, my entry would have been at the 13,440. My stop loss would have been at the 13,420 or so, and this trade would now be 2R in profit. So, but again, I'm not gonna take trades until I am confident those entries. But rest assured that we are almost there, yeah, almost there to take those amazing 10R trades. So, is there any possibility for US 30 trend reversal at 4 p.m.? Are you talking about 4 p.m.? 16 hours? I don't know. No market seems like they will move until opening. Yeah, very plausibly, But you have to take the trades when, you have to take your setups when you see them. Yeah, at the open, it's very possible that we're going to get some volatility here on the Nasdaq, and I'm going to be in front of my chart because, a dip below the 13,420 on the Nasdaq would trigger um, me closing half of my trade in a small loss. I don't know, Muna. I don't know, Muna. Why are you asking this? If there is a possibility for a reversal at 4 p.m. time, I don't know. Uh-huh. I mean, I have no clue. Yeah, everything looks good on the long side on U.S. equities. So let's wait and see what happens. Right now, my NASDAQ is around entry. And this is the thing, right? This is the thing that let me show you on 10-minute chart again. Right, no, on the 5-minute chart. Right. So normally, what I would have done here is just move my stop losses here below the 13,420 level, right? With a full risk still. But, the data, historic data shows me that whenever I do this, it's more profitable on the long term to close half of the trade at my zone with my stop losses still at the original level, because more often than not, I get stopped out on half R or 0.5 R, and then just to see the market continue in my direction. So, this is a never ending, analysis job. You have to analyze your past performance. So, any questions, guys? Cat yen, please. I can see a supportive zone on the 103.20 on the cat yen. I don't know, mate. All right. So, uh, what you are talking about is, um, if you want to go long on the cat yen, right? You're talking about shorts on the Japanese yen. And the Japanese yen today has been very, very strong. Just have a look at the hourly chart, mate. Yesterday, we had this big, big, big rally on the Japanese yen. Let me just delete all the drawings here. I'm going to get to the CAD yen in a second. Just don't worry about it. All right, so the Japanese yen, this is Japanese yen basket, more so like the DXY for the Japanese yen. The Japanese yen, the Japanese yen basket gives you a gauge on how the Japanese yen is moving, right? And the Japanese yen just broke with these previous lows and this zone of supply. Now, a trending zone of demand, and the Japanese yen is rallying super strong, right? So that's why I took a pound yen short, because that was a play on a Japanese yen long. Now, you're looking at buying the cat yen, right? Hold on. If you're looking at buying the cat yen, you are talking about going short on the Japanese yen, which which in fact is not optimal in my opinion, because the Japanese yen right now is bullish, my friend. Japanese yen is super bullish. Why would you want to short the Japanese yen right now? I don't know. And when trading, yeah, yeah, I see your zone of support here, right? But a zone of support is just not a good enough reason to buy, right? Because I mean, if you look at the CAD yen and this zone of support, whatever, right? What are you trading? Are you trading the CAD? Are you trading the Japanese yen? In this case, you should be looking at the Japanese yen, and the Japanese yen is just super strong at the moment, and the probability of this zone breaking is higher than the probability of price bouncing off of this zone, right? So, the what I mean, where would your entry be? Let's have a look at the 50-minute chart. I mean, yeah, Japanese. I mean, there's a 50-minute wick here, but if you're looking at this uh, Today, price just printed a lower daily low and it broke with yesterday's lows. Everything is pointing out a further downside continuation. And to be completely honest, a long here to me has absolutely zero edge. I wouldn't trade long the cat yen with your fat finger because I am just looking for Japanese yen longs, right? Um, just trade. Have a good look at the markets you're trading, um, and just trade with the trend. Don't try to trade reversals because that's a good way to burn money, mate. That's just my advice, right? Any more questions, guys? Because if you don't have any more questions, I'm gonna shut this live session short. Right, let's have a look at the pound yen. Right now, wow, 161.26. So, uh, Wavy Chaban, you made more money than me on the pound yen short. Congratulations, but I'm happy with that trade. The reason that also that I closed that trade is because the move to the downside was extremely choppy, right? And I mean, uh, I'm very impatient when it comes to trades. Why did you delete that message, Giovanni? I mean, no need to. I'm very impatient when it comes to trades without real momentum, right? In hindsight, not in hindsight. I could have closed just 80% and just let the rest of my trade run, but I was happy with that 1 hour. That 1 hour. So the NASDAQ in profits at the moment, boom. US equities look very solid, very bullish today. Super solid on the bullish side. Yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see for we're in pre-market at the moment, and pre-market volumes looks very bullish. Right, any questions, guys, please go ahead and type it on the chat. If there's no questions, I'm going to log off. Right, you already got that free uh, pound yen short that I hope everybody took and made money on. But if there is no more questions, I'm just gonna log off. Right, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you some time because there's no markets to go through at the moment. Uh, yeah, just this gold short. This was a thing of beauty, but sadly I missed it because I was with you. I was you know I was logging in on my stream, so this was the actual setup. You know, um, Very nice 8R trade here. Actually, no, a little less. 6R trade. I miss it though. What about gold? I hate when people just type gold. Why don't you tell me what you're looking at and we can have a discussion. All right. All right. So, yeah, the Dow could have been a better entry, but the Dow could have been a much better entry, but the move had already started on the Dow, and the S&P 500. The S&P 500 was about the same as the Nasdaq, but both the S&P 500 long and the Dow long would be now in profits. The Nasdaq is struggling around my entry, but I'm still holding, right? So any questions, guys? Because if you don't have any, I mean, if you don't have a question, I'm just going to log off. Remember that, there's still a couple of coupons available for the 30% discount for the VIP group. So if you want to, um, if you want to try us out, just use the coupon code August 30, right? And if you have any questions about what we do, yeah, if you have any questions about what we do, just yeah, just email us and we'll answer anything that you want to know. If you are not, if you're not a VIP, I'm not going to send updates on this NASDAQ long that is running in profits at the moment. I'm not gonna send any updates or trade management on this NASDAQ long if you're not a VIP, because the only reason that you got this trade is because you logged in on my live show, right? But if you want trade management on this particular trade, just use the coupon and get 30% discount. And yeah, I'll see you there. So I see nobody has any more questions. U.S. equities look strong. I am going to hold on to this trade as let me see the 50-minute chart. Yeah, I'm holding on to this trade. And if you're a VIP, I will update you on that one. Oh, yeah, as soon as the market opens, right? Again, thank you for joining me, guys. I'm gonna try to. I have been. I've have been having a ton of connection issues, but I'm gonna try to make this shows earlier, right, around the London Open. So we can actually have, so we can actually get some free trades on before the market moves, right? Again, thank you for joining me, and the coupon code is still available. A couple of coupons are still for grabs, and if you use it, I'll see you on the inside. Cheers.